All right, all right, all right. What is good? Today is Friday, March 20th. Sounds like an excellent time to play some Street Fighter 5 online. Let's see how salty we can get. All right. Okay, let's do it. Man, it's a beautiful day outside today. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. Usually before I start up the stream, I try to do some physical fitness activities, right? And I run a lot, right? Do a lot of running. And I was thinking like, man, maybe I'll just hang out in the sun today. Oh man. That's such a weird thing for a nerd to say, right? Like a absolute spaz of a nerd ball. Just to be like, maybe I'll stay in the sun. Oh man. The weather's got me tripping. Lowry. Alright, let's not get mixed up. It's all real easy until you get knocked down. It's actually not that easy, but it's all real easy until you get knocked down. First match of the day. Alright, let's get warmed up. Oh, okay. You think he will jump? Okay, nice. Oh, he's in the corner now. That's good. All right. Wow. Okay, no. He's kind of chilling. Okay, he did that overhead while I was standing. Careful of the activation station. I think he might. I'll just stay away for the activation. Wow, what a jab, dude. It's a 50-50 for you too. Don't you ever dare. You have to guess as well. Get that ish out of my fists. Oof. Block those. Wow, he just contests. Man, that's hard to deal with if you don't stay close in the first place. Oh, come on, really? Alright. Alright there, bud. Okay, so he's gonna try to mix it up whenever he can. Lucky that didn't come out as EX. Why would you do a 3-frame on my +2? That's not meaty. That was not meaty. I saw it. Oh, this is how it feels. This is how it feels. Man, okay, I gotta be careful. He's willing to press buttons, so I need to not use staggered pressure, I don't think. Usually I would try, you know, a certain type of thing 2 or 3 times before I switch off of it. But because Laura's mix-up game is so powerful, I don't want him to hit me even once. I don't want to let him knock me down even once, so I'm just gonna not do staggered pressure at all. I don't think I need it either, so. That doesn't. Oh man, that's such a weird choice. He uses dash a lot too, which I need to stop. Yep, wait for that dash. He's just mashing. I'm mashing too.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, that was good. Oh my god. Wait for that dash. Okay. Nice. Oh man, he go every time I've ever been air reset, he's always going for command grab. Oh, that was a counter hit confirm. I'm feeling good about that one. He might jump. Oh, I almost DP'd there. Oh, be careful because he contests. Don't try to do any kind of fancy mix-up. He will contest you, so. Alright. Uh-huh. Yep. Well, that was risky. I have 19 seconds to work with. Alright. Got him.
You win.
Got him. I think he had to find a way to combo me right there. I think if he had comboed me, it would have been bad, but I was willing to just sit down and block. And I was gonna try to V reversal, right, to buy time. Yeah, I was just gonna try to buy as much time as I could by just staying on the floor and using V reversals to keep him away from me. I love Fireball. I love Fireball. Now, if I'm not mistaken, if you do this, and the EX, they'll always drop out. Must be spacing specific. You get the combo there. It used to be that if you did this combo, they'd drop out no matter what. But since they changed the amount Ken moves backwards, his push box moves backwards on these moves, it changes ever so slightly. So if you're ultra close, you won't get it. See if that works outside of the corner. I believe it does. Let's go. Oh, I missed it. It's pretty tight link. There we go. 271. I think you can EX too. EX Hurricane Kick? I think you can EX Hurricane Kick if you do it right. I might be wrong. Excuse me. Blanca. Man, I haven't played against Blanca in a long time. Alright.
Win this battle, and you'll have a 5-win streak.
Kilo G or Gwolyeg.
Fight.
Gwolyeg. Oh wow, he is taking some options. Is that minus? I don't know. Zone him out. Zone him out. There, dash. Oh, you activate it. Oh, that goes through fireballs in that mode? That's crazy. Oh, Blanca. Wow, that beat my... I did... He got me. Man, that was crazy. His slide whiffed. That's insane. Oh, I got so lucky right there. EX here. I was afraid of that, oops. Okay. He woke up with Stan Roundhouse. That's insane. Oh man, I'm 50-50 to death? Not yet. Oh. Alright, let's just not get EX command grab. EX DP because I play Ken. Don't ever say that made you salty, you Blanca player. You have been doing crazy mobility options the whole time. I play Ken, dude. I did some Blanca stuff to Blanca. I did some Blanca stuff to Blanca. All I really did was defend against his dashes and hops. And then at the end, I uppercut him because I thought he was going to try to dash towards me or press Blanca ball. Oh, he didn't want to rematch me because he got uppercut. Maybe it was laggy. You don't know. You definitely die to lag when you get your dashes punished. Katsunaki. Alright. Yo, where your boy Tortilla Jones at? I like playing against that guy. Tortilla Jones? Tortilla Jones? Rashid boys? Where your boy Tortilla Jones at? Where your boy Demon EX? Where your boy Darth _ Peaches? Where your boy doing my job? Oh, it's your boy CR Maxwell. Where your boy I Drop Combo? Where your boy Groove Machine? Where your boy Hotto CS _? Where the hood at? Where are all the cool big brain players I know?
Fight.
I love Fireball. He's got a light slap those. Yeah, he's got a light slap. That's because he pressed a button. Oh, that's punishable. Got him. Sure you rip.
Round 2.
Alright, let's not get EX'd here.
Fight.
Oh, nice to slap it. It's always cool when you slap the fireball and it hits them too. Oh, he's having some execution errors. Oh, I tried to go underneath. Oh, he counter hit my uppercut. He's got charge, so I'm not trying to. I'm only trying to throw fireballs when he stands up. Sore.
You win.
I love fireball. I love fireball. Fireball is a good move.
Your lead has moved up to master.
I love fireball. I gotta make sure he doesn't figure out my timing though. I haven't really been throwing him with intention. I've just been kind of throwing him at safe space. I should make more of an effort to throw them with like a predictable pattern to make sure that he starts to predict the pattern. Oh. Oh, he's getting antsy. Let me out. Oh, he stood up into it. Interesting. He must want access to a standing normal when I get close. No? I don't know. Not sure. Oh, that was a blocking. I was blocking. Quick rise. Oh, stand. Quick rise, stand. Okay. Aye! I lost double the health he lost. Oh. Oh, Nani. Oh, full power da. Full power. Oh, I tried to empty low. I want him to slap into jump so I can DP him. I think it goes away when he gets hit, right? What? He counter hit my uppercut? Oh, that's not an airborne move. Stomp is not airborne. Ouch. Man, that does such minuscule damage. Alright, let's go behind. Oh wow, he backed up off of it. Elbow. Okay. I'm gonna run at him. Oh, he's blocking back. Huh? He does sweep a lot. I should get ready to punish. Oh, my life. Okay, he gave it away. EX. Maybe he dropped the confirm or something.
Final round. Fight.
Can. Oh, ouchies. Alright, let's do some mad tick throws. Let's do mad throws. Mad throws. I'm throwing way early, way far away to grab that button, but I messed it up that time. Oh, don't jump back. Jump forward, you dum-dum. Oh, well, you did it again, but I got lucky. Oh, yeah. Oh. Eriksen. Eriksen. No. Eriksen. No walk back there. Wow, that comboed. That was sick. Alex, man, I'm kind of letting him. I'm doing a lot less and letting him do more. I should just continue to throw fireball and challenge him to use his EX meter, because he really had a hard time getting around my fireball the first time. And when I stopped throwing it, I had a very hard time figuring out when he would do like surprise elbow or stomp or stuff like that. So I need to go back to using projectiles and exploiting that weakness instead of just trying to touch him with my normals more, which is what I've been doing. Jump soon. He's neutral jumping those, which is a death sentence. Yeah. Oh man, he's just elbowing to get in. EX? No, just regular. EX. Oh, come on, brother. Over him. He started crouching instead of sitting. Yeah, the fireball is so much more beneficial for me if I use the fireball. The fireball. I really only want to do fireball when he walks forward, or when I think I can get it out and he doesn't have charge. Man, he's gonna get stunned off anti-airs if he's not careful. Oh man, he's been low profiling my jump attacks like crazy. Oh, the dash. What a dash. Stop it, please. Oh no, Alex. Wow, he pressed on my +7. Insane.
Final round. Fight.
Oh man. Okay. Okay. I think this will work. I think a throw will work. Wow, okay. Man, that's happened. That's happened a lot. I'm just gonna... Ooh. Oh, he's dead. Man, I tried to change the timing, but he would always hit medium punch right there, which is...
You win.
I don't know what the medium punch is, but it went under my fears. Hey, GG's, man. Good the game. Crouching medium punch, low profile, my jump hard punch like 4 times. I tried to change it every time and it still got low profile. I think I was just aiming it for someone who was standing up. Let me get this guy to crouch, practice doing jump hard punch. No. That's weird. Maybe I was doing it mad early. I was doing it up here. Yeah, I think I was doing this. I think that's why I was missing. I should have waited to... I was doing it at the apex of my jump. I'm running out of active frames, I think. I don't know if I got low profile or if I just missed. I might have just missed. Because I'm doing it like this. That's not good. That would hit someone standing up though, right? Oh yeah, if I do it that early. Oh no, even. Okay, so I gotta do it a little bit later. I see. Okay, let me practice on a crouching opponent now. Man, ever since they increased the pushback on staying short, it makes that even more ambiguous. However, I guess it does let the opponent walk out a little bit more easily if they want to. Yo, GG's, man. I see you. Vega! Vega! It's a cloud. Maybe I can get my V reversal tech on him. I got some tech versus his V reversal. It's tricky to do, but I believe I can do it. Corn Dugs. Corn Dug Z.
Round one.
Alright.
Fight.
Back up for Buster Claw. I always start with back up. Oh, I could have, oh, that was risk. I shouldn't have did that. Oh, Nani? Nani? Oh, this is a rush down game for sure. I can feel the rush down right now. I think this guy is super vulnerable to getting rushed. Oh, he's backing up. Oh, he's going crazy. EX. For some reason, the amount of actions he takes and the way he's been moving around the screen makes me think that he's vulnerable to being rushed down. Oh, nice. You have like infinity gray health right now. Oh, he's got command grab. Oh, Jesus Christ. He's insane. I'm insane. We are rushing both of each other down. What? Oh. He did a parry. I didn't even know he had that. Oh, I can throw fireballs at him because he doesn't have a... He's good one. Man, get out of here with that garbage. Go ahead, dude. Do a full screen wall jump. Oh, you son of a gun. He doesn't really... Oh, I say that as he texts her. Oh my god. He backdash? Oh, 50-50 time. Wow. Full screen. Oh my god. Get off of me. Full screen. Oh. Slide. He did slide. I gotta just block. If he does the full screen straight punch, the Superman punch or whatever that move is, I have to just block it. I think it's punishable. I've been trying to uppercut it, but I've been holding forward into it. It's very fast. Man, this whole match is fucking crazy. We're just both of us are just doing shit.
Round one.
100% chance this works. What did I say? What did I say? So, please somebody clip. Go ahead, full screen. Oh, did he bait me or did I just fuck up? Okay. Oh, this is the pseudo footsies. Nice anti-air. Wow, no throw tag. Asubrio. Parry wake up? No, just slide again. Oh man. Okay. Round two.
Fight.
Alright, I'm gonna just focus on zoning him now. He'll just kill himself if I just be careful. I block low. What the heck? EX wall. Oh, I wasted EX. Slide, maybe. That's very hard to uppercut. Oh. He just killed himself with slides. He probably tried to activate right there. That's all I need to just calm down. Don't get caught into the scramble. Even though rushing down I think was gonna work, but he got, after the second match, he got better at like hitting. He got better at hitting me. He was hitting his buttons differently, I think, at like a different time, and it was, I was paying the price for it. And he started to anti-air me too. He also started to be further back, which made it really hard for me to unga bunga him, right? Because I would he would like, if I tried to dash up or move up, he would be pressing normals. I'm afraid of slide anyway, so I try to jump, but if he's really far away, I can't touch him with my jump, so I'm just not blocking while I go through the air. Maybe I should have tried to follow behind a fireball or something if I wanted to be more aggressive. Hard to say. Yo, Queen. It's Ken. It's Quan. Is this Lord Diego V? It is.
Their main character.
Well, if my composure was tested that match, it's gonna be tested this match too.
Fight.
Man, he always just stay walk forward. Nice. I hate fighting this guy. Oh, that my DP. Oh, he back rows.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, I DP'd that. What the fuck is he doing? Always doing his own thing, which is cool. I like the uniqueness. I like that there's unique players in the world. Oh, wow. That ain't it, Chief. Got him. I can do those things too.
You win.
I always have to be really, really crispy with my reactions whenever I fight him. He always tests my reactions very, very strongly. Like when he walks up and stuff, I have to identify when he's going to take the long walk and contest it with the button. He really punishes my natural bad habits a lot with his particular playstyle.
Fight.
Oh, I thought it hit him. I saw yellow. Oh man. The fuck is he doing? I gotta stop pressing after the jab. He's got good DPs. It's the way I would describe it is like spastic. Like rapid spastic. Alright? Like he's just, yeah. I gotta stop pressing after the jab. I don't know why I do that. It's no good to do that.
Fight.
Nice. Ooh, I'm DPing. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh, it was plus. Oh my god. This is why I hate fighting this guy. He just always does whatever he wants. Why did I not touch him? I'm DPing. Oh, I died. Man. That's so annoying. The first game, I punished him for always moving forward like that. I hit him a billion times, but he keeps doing it. You cannot condition this guy to change up what he's doing. He's always just gonna do it. It's like he's playing a one-player game, and I'm just playing against a Dark Souls boss. Ugh. Ken mains, dude. Yeah, he doesn't really zone. He just does his own unique thing. But I understand what you mean. Like everything he has is. How do I describe it? Actually, let me just focus on reacting to him, and then we can talk about it. I need to focus on reacting to when he stands up and dashes. See, like, I have V-trigger too. Oh, man. Yeah, he just doesn't respect anything. I have to watch out for throw, I guess. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I suck. It's like playing against Blanca. Like playing against Blanca. I moved the screen forward so he'd land on it. Oh, nice reactions. That's kind of really all that's going on, though, is nice reactions. He's so frantic. See that? That was minus. All of those moves are minus. Oh, man. I'm getting too salty. I got overwhelmed. Oh, is that a safe jump? I don't know if that was on purpose or not. Ugh. Yeah, but that guy is... That's exactly why everyone hates to fight against chem players. They just go and do whatever they want. It's very hard to get him to sit still. He just does whatever he wants to do. I wouldn't say he does any one particular thing. He has a very unique way he plays. Some of the decisions he makes, I don't get. Like, they just don't go together. Like, he'll do something minus and then dash forward, or he'll do like 4 minus moves in a row and then like DPU, or he'll do, I just don't know. Maybe it's too galactic brain for me or something. It's super frustrating to deal with. It's because it's like, you know that the only reason that you lose, the only reason you lose to him is because you fucked up, right? Like, you let it happen. At least that's how I feel. I don't know, are we? Yeah, we are. Does it matter? No. It doesn't fucking matter. You can play like a buffoon and be Ultraman Warlord or whatever. The yellow one. I've seen it. I know people who do it. They play like fucking... They play like Capcom employees. Okay. So he jumps. He will jump. So let's try to throw a little bit more fireball just to see when he will jump. Congrats. No, don't congratulate me because I don't give a fuck. I'll say it right here. I will always tell everyone that the ranking system in this game is garbage and meaningless, and if you think it has something, you're just wrong. You're just wrong. Like, I usually like to try to understand all the sides of an argument and, you know, be kind of in the middle. But if you think that the ranking system in this game has like anything of value in it, you're just wrong. I can't, there's nothing else I can say about it. But thank you. You know, I don't disappreciate your sentiments. I also don't assume that you overvalue the ranking system in this game. A lot of people do. I talk to a lot of people and they're like, yeah, bro, your rank doesn't mean anything, dude. And then they're like, whoa, bro, I finally made it to Ultimate Grand Bananas. It's like, oh, all right. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. I guess so. I don't know. I speak facts. I fuck with facts and science. Man, I'm getting zoned. I mean, not zoned. I'm getting a... Man, he did that again? You associate your rank with your growth in the game? See, I think that you can make the strongest argument that associating your rank with your skill level is almost impossible to do based on the way the ranking system is designed and how the math works out. Right? I really think that. I talk about this a lot because everybody comes in here and is like, well, when are you gonna get banana rank? I'm like, oh, I'm already banana rank. You know? Damn, no rematch? That's one of the things right there, right? You can well, yeah, because that's because you put in a lot of time, right? That's not necessarily because you have a high rank, and your ranking doesn't necessarily reflect your skill level. Is it a reflection of anything? It's the amount of time you put in the game is the #1 thing. Because if we look at the way that the points add up, you will see that no matter what, as long as you have a non-zero win rate, over time you will gain more points. Because the amount of points people win for winning and lose for losing don't equate out. It's a net positive. So what happens is the whole ladder gets higher and higher and higher. So eventually, as this game ages, everyone who plays it will be the highest rank there is. All right. Hey, what's up, Kyra? Again, and then beyond the failing of the point distribution, right? There's also a lot of ways you can just cheat the system. You can blacklist people you lose against. You can one and done people. You can actually rage quit on people still and not lose points. So there's a lot of ways you can just avoid losing and only pick people to fight against that you win against. right? And then the system, it's like the matchmaking itself doesn't do a good job of making good matches, because some, like, I mean, you've seen it here, right? Like, if I'll play against people who just fucking, like, okay, so this is gonna, at the risk of sounding a little bit arrogant, right? I'm already on it, right? But like, at the risk of sounding a little bit arrogant, I play against some people who are the same rank as me, and they just get fucking washed because they're just bad, right? Like, they're just unskilled at the game, right? And I'm not saying I'm the most skilled player at the game. I'm saying that they're clearly less skilled than me, and we're the same ranking, right? And then I play against some players who could be lower ranking than me, and they do exceptionally well, right? So it just doesn't add up, man. Just doesn't add up. He's got the red bar of courage. I need to watch out for sweep. Oh, he's doing roundhouse? Oh, there's the sweep. Ooh, I like that. Okay. If he raw wreck us one more time. Okay. Ah. Over most. Oh, he backed up. Peculiar. All right, 34 seconds. All I gotta do is get one hit. Oh, I'm dead. I have a bad habit of reacting to when people get close to me to throw. But yeah, I think that once you get to a certain point of understanding of the game, once you get to a certain amount of game knowledge, you start to see that, like, the ranking points don't express a player's skill. Oh man, I looked away. I have the V reversal. Oh no, I don't. Alright, let's go for a 50-50. I think I missed. Oh no, I got him. Shimmy. Wow! Wow! That's crazy. I got a message.
You lose.
I wonder why he woke up with down medium kick. I should have went for the meaty.
Round one. Fight.
I don't know why they just don't use like an elo system or something. If they just used elo, it'd be so much better. Oh, I hit him. Man, he's walking forward. No sweep. No sweep for you. You trying to activate V-trigger. Man, he is still walking forward. Okay. Rank is indicative of penis size. Some might say. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna be able to escape the corner by jumping because he's always gonna try to trap me like that. I should use more V reversal based on the way that he's pressuring himself and pressuring me in the corner. Wow, that was crazy. Oh, he's gonna get swept. Whoa, he shimmies a lot. Okay. Oh, I missed. He's sitting still now. I bet I could throw him. Wow, he's still walking forward? Crazy amount of walk forward. Raw Rekka, I'll DP. Oh, where's my DP? Oh, he gave it away. I didn't put the DP in right.
You win.
Damn, I'm dying. That coffee almost killed me. I almost choked on it. Dude, if ranking level is indicative of penis size, dude, I have 30,000. That's a magnum dong. That's a schlong dongler. That's a long dong there. That's a long dong schlong dong there.
Round one. Fight.
Oh, wow. Okay, Rasenha instead of shoulder. Oh, man. Watch out for a throw. Wow, he's jumping instead of walking forward now. I drop. Got him. If you neutral jump over Karen, Rashid, or Nakali, they will okay, just stay crouched, huh? Man, you still walk forward? Tools in the toolkit, don't get frustrated. Tools in the toolkit, bro. Jump soon, maybe? No. Tools in the toolkit. Tools in the toolkit. Do I know my +2? Tools in the toolkit. 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 I remind myself not to get salty. I get salty real easy.
You win.
That's a big challenge for me, is not getting salty. Salty is not exactly the most specific word to describe it, but I do get frustrated a lot. Over little nagging things, I think. So, I keep saying tools in the toolkit. And what I mean by that is, so I was talking about this the other day, but I have this theory, right, that helps me kind of calm down when I get a little salty. And it helps me respect the other person on the side of the screen, right? It helps me remember that they're a human being like me, right? And so this is the theory. I'm gonna start with a metaphor. Let's imagine that you have like a, I don't know, like a really long screwdriver, right? And you need to unclog a sink. You have to unclog it. You're forced to. You need to. And all you have is a screwdriver, right? What do? And I'm sure you're looking at ways to, like, you're like, oh, I'm gonna do this, or you're envisioning clever ways to use the wrong tool for the right job. That's human nature, right? To try to use the wrong tool for the wrong job. So I always say that, like, oh, okay, this is just the tools he has at hand, and that's what he's using.
Fight.
Gave up. He gave up. He gave up. He gave up.
Round two. Fight.
Oh, he didn't give up. Yeah, this guy doesn't like to fight against me. He's part of the NKB sucks in his random club. So he likes to give up because he gets outzoned. But this guy has a very high ranking. See, this is why I say the ranking system doesn't matter. Like, you get players like this, right? Who are just full of, I don't know what to say. I don't know. Ego? Is ego the right word? Right? You see what I'm talking about, Eric? Look at this guy's ranking. Look at this guy's ranking.
You win.
It's really high. It's fucking really high. Like, this is one of the best ranked guys, right? Look at it. Look at how high his ranking is. I beat this guy easily every single time. Every single time I play him, I beat him easily. The ranking doesn't matter because my ranking is low. And his ranking, like, oh man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The system is ripe for that kind of like abuse, right? You're not forced to play against everybody. You can just pick and choose, right? For the longest time, that guy had me on his blacklist until I kind of roasted him about it. I was like, yo, take me off your blacklist, dude. I really, so as you hear me complain about the ranking system, I want to make it really clear that I want the ranking system to be good. I want it to be really, really good because I think it's the most important thing for these games. I want more people to play Street Fighter. I fucking love these games. And I want the ranking systems to be good. And right now, it's just not. Right? Actually, let me turn this off. And we can look at the... We can go look at the ladder and we can talk about, like, what makes ranking cool, right? Okay, so... Street Fighter is fucking sick, okay? Now... You don't really get all my logic on it? Okay. Okay. Alright. So, the ranking, all of these guys on the top, right? They are most likely very strong players, right? It's obvious. Like, this guy won Capcom Cup. This guy did really good at Tokyo, Tokyo Game Show and Evo Japan, right? This is a professional player. This is a professional player. This guy's professional. This guy's a pro-am player. This guy's a professional player, right? They're obviously good, right? Like, I'm not saying that having a high rank does not mean you can't be good. That's not what I'm saying, right? Obviously, the best players are going to have a high rank, right? That's just it, because they commit the most time and they're gonna have the most skill, right? So they have both things, right? Now, what I mean is the system is broken is that outside of the pro players, right? Like players like me, players like you, players, you know, like that guy I just fought against, right? Players that I just fought against. That is where the ranking system needs to be fixed up, and that's where it matters, right? Because the ranking system, all of these players who are on the top here, they've been proven through traditional means. They've been proven through tournaments. They've been proven through like exhibition matches, things like that, right? All of these guys have outside of the game accolades. There's nothing in the game to prove that you are a strong player, right? And let me list my reasons as to why the ranking system waters that down, okay? So firstly, the math. The way the points add up, right? Over time, the entire system will inflate. So over time, eventually, in like infinite time, all players will be Warlord ranking. And I'm sure you've seen it because more and more players are Warlord ranking. There used to only be like 3 of them, and now there's, I don't know, like 100 of them or something like that, right? Oh, how many are there? 67, right? It's a lot, right? It's inflated. There's an inflation issue with the math, right? That's just one thing, right? So that slightly devalues the meaning of each rank. You could say that your position on the ladder right? Your position on the ladder matters, right? With time, you improve. That's true, but how do you sort the players? If all the players become the same ranking, then the ladder loses its value. How do you make a determination of... Because the ladder, the ranking system is supposed to determine, like, Trash Box is supposed to, like, in a perfect ladder, supposed to be demonstrably better than Naun, right? Because he's number 1 and Naun is number 2, right? You see, right? Right, but you don't lose points overall. Overall, it's always a net gain. That's... If people were able to actually lose points overall, no matter what, the system would not inflate. But we have the inflation, right? You see what I'm saying about that inflation? That's just one small factor that adds up. It's all these little things that add up to make it not really worth much. The second thing, like you said, is the time. The ladder will never reset. It will never get rid of empty accounts, right? And it will never it will never change. There's no seasons. Eric and I are talking about the ladder and like how significant it is to your skill level, your ladder points. Like how much representative it is. Eric is saying it's pretty representative, and I see the points, but I'm saying it's much less representative. I'm trying to show him my points, because he was confused. I didn't do a good job of conveying my logic to him, is what I mean, right? And so the ladder is always open, so it's just gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger, and with the dead, like if there's a dead account on here, like let's just say that Nishikin didn't play, right? Is he really number 7? Right? That would make this guy number 7, and that would mess everything up. You can just have a dead account and it will sit at this ranking forever. So then it's even a little more or less clear as to who is actually stronger than who, because the numbers are now fucked up, right? And there's tons of dead accounts, right? So there's the inflation, like the points don't add up. You can have dead accounts. Another reason I would like to, I guess, tie into like time, I guess, is there's no other really online mode, right? So this is supposed to be the competitive mode, and in an ideal ranking, everyone would always try their hardest in the competitive mode to really prove their ranking, right? But you get players like the guy I just played against who are just like, I don't want to play this guy. So that also devalues every other rank, right? Because this is the only really online mode we have. Of course, we have the casual mode, but as a community, we don't really use that. Like, it's not part of the culture to have, like, ranking and then casual mode. We just use the rank mode. You know what I mean? So sometimes you can play again. I mean, even I do it, where I just, like, fuck around and just go do whatever to make a funny joke on stream or something like that. So that adds into the pile that devalues it a little bit more, right? Is not everybody is actually trying to be competitive on this ladder. What else? So there's also, it's ripe for abuse. You can abuse the system to maximize your points. So if your goal is to get the most ladder points, right? You can blacklist people you lose against, right? You can only fight people one time, right? As like a strategy, you can one and done people. And you can blacklist people, you can one and done people. And yeah, so those are two things you can do. You can blacklist people and one and done people, and you don't have to actually... Oh, you can also rage quit. You get a limited number of free rage quits per day, right? Because you can only rage quit twice in 2 hours or something like that before you lose your points. So you can actually abuse the system, right? Yeah, I agree. Like, nothing is going to be perfect, but I'm saying that because we only have this one mode, it's kind of especially bad, right? Like if we used casual mode more for playing around and just playing online and stuff and not trying to be hardcore, it would be better. I'm just saying, like, these are things that add up in a perfect world if we had a perfect ladder, right? And there is a little bit of a grain of salt to take, right? I know exactly what you're saying. All right, so you can abuse it, right? Like that my Lin guy, he's blacklisted me before because he always loses me. He loses like 100 points every time, right? He doesn't want to play me, right? So he can just, if I beat him, he doesn't want to lose his points. He can actually just make it more likely for him not to play me by blacklisting me, right? That's a way that it's open for abuse. So if this is going to be a competition, everyone is going to try to do the best they can to get the most points, and to do the best you can means that you're going to start abusing those things, right? And you know, I'm not talking about like the pro players who are just really good. I'm talking about the ladder itself. I'm talking about the ladder in a vacuum, right? Because there are some players like me, that guy, you, everybody in here where, you know, that then it would matter because we're not necessarily proven by winning Evo and stuff like that, right? Yeah, that's why that guy has ranking so high, is because he's, well, okay, that's maybe not the one reason, but there's a couple reasons like that, right? That like that's one of the reasons. It might be a small factor, but that's why that guy is ranked so high, is because the system is able to be abused in these ways, right? So, and then let's see, you can abuse the system. The points don't really add up too well. You get to rage quit twice. What else? The ladder doesn't reset, right? And the matchmake, the last thing I would say before I try to talk about what like my dream ladder would be like, or like a really good ladder would be like, is that hold up, I'm trying to word this very specifically. I also kind of forgot what I was about to say. They gave you the option to control your experience. Yeah, right? Like you can tailor it. You can very easily make it more so you never play against somebody who's hard to fight, right? Shit, what was I gonna say? Ladder, online, point inflation. You can manipulate this. Oh, the matchmaking. The matchmaking is not very good, right? Like that's a problem outside of like the math and like the game design of a ranking system. That's more of a technical problem on Capcom's part, but the matchmaking is not very good, right? So sometimes you'll get matched up against a player who is just radically different than you in skill. They could be radically better or radically worse. It's just kind of a crapshoot. And sometimes you can get matched up against a player who is the same skill as you, but then one of you will lose because of the bad connections, right? It's gotten a little bit better because they've been improving it, but one of you can still just lose because of the bad connection, right? Like, for example, if you're playing against a Dawson player, or like a Dawson player, you can't see the limbs, right? Or you're playing against a Guile player and his Sonic Boom is instant, or you're playing against a Ken player and he just dashes in your face really because of rollback. That's a problem too, right? So those things all add up to devalue the ranking system, and I would say that 89-ish% of the time, like a very high percent, your ranking is not an immediate level of your skill, right? Like so let's use like you know, it's never perfect, right? I'm not saying it should be perfect. It's never perfect, but like, say in like martial arts, right? Like I don't know, jujitsu or karate or whatever, whatever system, it doesn't matter. You look at somebody and it's like, okay, that guy is a black belt. I know for a fact that he is better than a guy with a brown belt, right? Or that he is better than a guy with a white belt. It's just clear, right? There might be varying degrees, like one black belt might be way better than the other black belts, but they're always going to be better than guys with brown belts and blue belts and orange belts, right? In Street Fighter V, it's not really like that, because these are like our belts, right? Like, that guy I just played against was Ultimate Grandmaster, right? And I'm Super Diamond, Master League, and I always beat him, right? So it shouldn't, he's like 3 leagues above me. You know what I mean? Right? And that happens a lot. That happens all over the place. You know what I mean? Right? It got to the point where when he matches up against me, he just gives up. Right? So the ranking system doesn't do a very good job. And I think there's a few simple things they could do to make it really good. That kind of makes sense in a way. What do you mean? My eyes are open, but I'm using my ears in my brain to listen to what you are to say. Also, what's up, Sevens? I see you, man. Don't think I didn't see you. I see you. What's good, man? I hope you're having an excellent Friday. You play against every rank, right? I would say that that's not a good design. I think that effectively just makes Diamond the highest ranking, right? Like, why even have all these other ones if you could just play against everybody, right? At some point, you will be as good as the higher ranked player to grow. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that people don't get better, right? I'm just saying that the ranking system has a lot of negative points that could easily be fixed. And I think it's at the point right now where it's just not clear. Like, you just can't tell how good somebody is by looking at their points. I'm not saying that some people or most people who have high points aren't good. I'm saying that it's not a good measure. But I mean, why even have a ranking system if you're just gonna lump everybody together, right? Because the points are supposed to measure our skill. We're supposed to use them as a measuring stick, like the ladder. It's supposed to sort out who's the best. But if you just lump everybody together, right, like what happens is that doesn't really do that then, right? So why do we even have the ladder? Like, why it doesn't do what it's supposed to do, right? I see what you're saying. Like, if you're better, you're obviously if you're improving, you're obviously going to start beating higher and higher players. I see exactly what you mean. But I don't think that doesn't really affect how you can measure the measurements here, right? Diamond may as well be max, right? That's what I think because of the way they sort the ladder out. Weird flex. I see you, weird flex. So I think this is like what I really want. Double? Damn. This is like what I really think it would be super cool if they did. But okay, so firstly, the easy problems to address, I think, is the math problem, right? I think because Street Fighter is a 1 versus 1 game, they could just use an ELO system. Some people say ELO, but I think it's ELO. It's the same kind of system that they would use in they use a similar system in like StarCraft 2. They used to use it in League of Legends. They used to use it in Counter-Strike. I know those are team games, but I'm just naming other games that have used a system effectively. They use it in chess. They if you follow boxing, they will use ELO in boxing to like calculate betting odds and stuff like that. It's very good for sorting out who is just better than who, right? I think they could very easily just use ELO, like an ELO system. They could just take the straight up an ELO algorithm and put it on the ladder. That would solve the problem of like the inflation, right? As far as I understand. I'm not going to say I understand it completely because I'm not a math nerd, but I think that would solve the problem of inflation. Right now, they have a weird distribution where the whole system is just going to go up. So eventually, everybody will be diamond. Eventually, everybody will be warlord, right? The second thing I think they can do is to make it... Well, okay, so let me get this out of the way first. They have to have good matchmaking, right? Which would be solved by using an elo system. And they have to have good net play, right? Which is hard, but they just have to have it, right? If you want to play a lot. See, I would say that playing a lot is the most is like 60% of what makes you have a high rank is playing a lot because of the way the points inflate, right? Like that other 40% can be you being a very skilled player, but if you only play 5 games a week, you're not going to have a very high rank. You know what I mean? You have to play for hours and hours and hours, like 8 hours almost a day, you know? So I think, so they have to have the good net play, and then they have to put in a just better system, like an elo system that would do a good job of sorting the players out, right? Those are the simple, I mean, they're hard to do, but they're simple to say, right? Those are the simple ideas. The second thing I think they need to do is solve the problem of how the community uses online play. Because like we were talking about earlier, some people just play online to mess around or, you know, just do whatever, and they use the ranking mode. They need to make the ranking mode just for competitive play. And I think a couple easy ways they could do that is to have seasons and rewards, right? So for example, if the ladder resets, that puts a value on your rank points because that means you won the most in that given time, right? So you're proving you're the best, right? So if they had seasons, people who played the rank mode would always try to get the highest rank, especially if they had rewards. Like, for example, you guys know the new colors they put in, right? The new colors they put in. What if they gave one color to every rank, right? Like you get the diamond color, or you get the, I don't know, a tag, those little plates that go up against your name, right? Imagine if they gave those out. That would incentivize people to actually try to achieve that rank, right? Through that, they'd be playing more seriously, right? Yeah. Also, they don't do placement matches, right? They should do placement matches, because Daigo starting at rank 0 and just going all the way up is kind of ridiculous for the ladder, right? Like, if the ladder is supposed to prove who's the best, Daigo can have like 5 accounts and he can have one of them that's like bronze league rank or whatever. Isn't that kind of preposterous? Shouldn't they just have a like, okay, you're going to do these placement matches and it's going to place you against a set of different players, and then depending on how much you win, it'll put you up higher in the ladder, right? Other games do that. Like other lifestyle games, like esports games, I guess you could also say, they're lifestyle games. They do that to like great success. I don't know why Street Fighter doesn't do that, right? I think if they incentivized people being more competitive on the ladder by offering rewards, having point resets, they should also make it so like top 500 players or top 50 players or top whatever have to play a certain amount, like point deprecation. Because like, say for example, say I have master ranking, right? I could just stop playing forever and I'd always be master ranking. So that would just dilute the meaning of master ranking for all the other master rank players if I just stopped playing, right? There's tons of dead accounts. You know what I mean? But if they had it like, okay, if you didn't play 3 times a week, you're gonna lose so many points, it would encourage players to again be more competitive and keep the ladder healthy, right? That's super important. Just trying to change the culture of how players treat this, because this is just our one online mode. I know Street Fighter V has the casual mode and it has lobbies, but people don't really use them in the, like, people will still use competitive mode for things you would use casual mode or lobbies for, right? There's not really a good incentive to play casual modes or lobbies, right? The incentive to play lobbies is to play longer sets, but you can still go into ranked mode and like mess around and not try, play alternate characters, etc., right? I also think that they should do ranking. They should have an account ranking and a per character ranking, right? That starts to get a little bit more complicated. That's a fundamentally different type of ladder than this one is, but I still think that's pretty important for them to do. What else could they do? They could offer rewards, right? They could do stuff. The same people may climb the ladder again. Yeah, that's true. But then that would be good, because if they had replicable results, it would mean that the ladder is truly sorting out the players of best skill, right? It would give more meaning to your ranking, right? Because right now, the ranking almost has nebulous meaning. It's very hard to use it to measure stuff, you know? What else? Let's see. Encourage, fix the math, fix the netcode, encourage players to be more competitive with ranking seasons, seasonal rewards, points deprecations, resets, right? Is there anything else, really? Oh, the other modes. I think that they should make the other modes more worthwhile, right? Like, what is the point of playing casual mode? There's nothing, right? Like, it's the same as ranking mode. There's really nothing. You just play and play and play and play. Ranking mode at least has the additional incentive that you earn rank points, but the rank points don't really have a super good value, right? Because of all this stuff. So I think they should look at the other modes that aren't the ranking mode and try to give them some value. And I don't mean like give the player direct rewards. Practice new characters without risking points. Yeah, that's true. That's one. But maybe they should like make the experience a little bit difficult. Like, for example, in casual mode, let you rematch the same player indefinitely. Or in casual mode, let you play first to threes instead of first to twos, or a different game format or something like that, right? Give people another reason to play the casual mode outside of the ranking mode, right? Because to have the ladder truly mean something, it needs to have value. And if you just start lumping all the gameplay into it, it loses it, you know? Yeah, that would be sick, right? Other games have that. Right. And I think that it's important to not put that into the ranking mode, because if you could play the same guy indefinitely, that would start to water down the ranking mode, right? Battle Lounge does do that, right? I'm just, you know, it's just the idea that they should have more value for the other modes, right? Because having value for the other modes and taking that off a ranking mode makes the ranking mode more defined. It makes it more specific. And the more controlled and defined that the gameplay experience is in the ranking mode, the more competitive it is, the more your rank will mean something. The more value comes to your rank when they make it, you know, this is just the competitive mode. These are good incentives to play competitively. You can't abuse it, right? There's other modes for you to play if you want to do the other stuff. This is the serious mode. That would make your ranking mean a lot more, right? What else? I think they should have... this is kind of tangential to the ladder and stuff, but like... So why do I even play ranked? Why do I even play ranked? Because it's the fastest way to get online matches. I just want to play Street Fighter, right? That's what I want to do. I just want to play Street Fighter. I want to get matches. And I know that if I used to play the rank mode and the casual mode, But what happens is when I play the casual mode, it's just bots. You just get a bot, right? You get like that guy, that Laura player who played me, right? They're just bots. You don't even really get to play a match. So everybody just plays the rank mode. So that's what I do. And sometimes I do have a good time getting lobbies. Like yesterday, I got a few lobbies to play against people, which was super awesome. But a lot of time I have hard times getting lobbies, right? Like if I go into a lobby, usually people who will join will be like really bad connections, you know? All the high rank players are Hollywood. Yeah, that is a kind of a community thing, right? I see you, Sevens. You out here. That is kind of a thing in our community. There is and when I say our community, I mean Street Fighter. There's kind of like a sentiment, like there's people who are like, yo, my ranking is the fucking shit. If you don't have a high ranking, fuck you. You suck, worthless subhuman, right? Or like they make a meme about you or something like that, right? That is kind of a thing. Like there's like a clique, like an in-group, you know what I mean? Boom. As you get better, you can see the gap closing. After you beat Brian F, he sent you an invite. Oh man. Okay, so I don't want to like put that guy on blast, but I met him in real life, right? I had played him online a lot, and he had always kind of talked shit. Not really, but like he was salty. He didn't think I was that skillful, right? And oh no, definitely not, because I met him in real life and we played in a tournament and he beat me, right? And before I met him, he was like, hey, hi, blah blah blah, you're never knows best. I'm like, yeah. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, and blah blah blah. And we talked and we were friendly and everything, and like he wanted to know my name, right? So I'm like, oh, I'm Chris, but just call me never knows best, I prefer that, blah blah blah, right? And then he like shook my hand and stuff. He beat me in a tournament and never fucking talked to me again. Like I went to another event and I tried to say hi to him and he just like fucking ignored me. Like, oh, come on, dude. There's definitely that kind of clicky in thing with Street Fighter players. I mean, I don't know. He seems like a nice guy, but he definitely did that to me. That's my experience. I share your experience, Sevens. I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. I was wearing this hoodie, in fact. Did he beat you? You blacklisted a guy and he was salty. He teabagged you. Yeah. I don't like the idea of blacklists, to be honest. I think the idea of blacklists is to like fix laggy matches and stuff like that. So, excuse me, but that doesn't fix laggy matches. That just lets players abuse the system. I think they should just fix the fucking netcode. Even though that's really hard, right? It's not an easy thing. I just think that's just the tough stuff. Only blacklist flags or rage quits. Yeah. I also think when you rage quit, they should give you a more serious penalty. A lot of people would say that like, oh, but what if my internet goes out? Just deal with it. I think it's way better to punish people who rage quit super seriously. That it's worth having some people get a little bit, you know, mistreated, I guess. Because overall, your internet's not gonna go out all the time. You know what I mean? And if it does, tough shit. That's the requirements. Oh, you won. Okay. Rage quit 2-day ban. Yeah, but you can rage quit like once every 3 hours or something and be fine, right? Like there's still a way to do it. I think when you rage quit, they should just like, I don't know if they should 24-hour ban you. I think what they should do, Okay, so here's an idea I think is kind of cool, is if they had seasons, if you rage quit too many times, you get banned from the season. And that would mean that you would get locked out of the seasonal rewards, right? Like you wouldn't get your color or whatever. You know what I mean? I think that would be a good way to do it. Yeah, there's a weird toxicity in the community. But I mean, I don't know. We shouldn't. I'm not trying to hate on anybody, but we got to be real. You know what I mean? Like we should all be a little bit more honest. You know what I mean? And I'm definitely a person who gets salty easily all the time. But like we got to, I don't know, something with the Street Fighter community is weird. I don't know exactly what it is. I'm not a sociologist. I wish I was. I'd be able to learn about that shit. I have some spicy Twitch clips. yeah. I mean, I don't doubt you. I've experienced a fair amount of players who are like high level players just kind of being assholes to people who are not in their club, you know? Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he's a nice guy. Maybe he was just mad. We can't blow him up, but like, come on, dog. You know, come on, right? No witch hunts. No witch hunts. Stuff like that. But like, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about because I definitely got that cold shoulder. Just going back to rank and egos, that's why you told that story. But it's competitive. People are like that in real life. That is true. That is true. That is true. My main deal is that right now, the ladder system is not as good as it could be. Like design, like game design wise, right? Oh, that yeah, it's hella fucking disrespectful. That's hella disrespectful. The ladder right now, the game design of it is not very good. And I think it needs to be better. And I think the ways to make it better are a little bit obvious. Right? Maybe, I don't know. Yo, Idom is he's kind of actually like mad funny. Like at one time I played against him and he was streaming and he woke up with jab and it hit me because I missed my meaty, right? And then I messaged him like, yo, what's the secret to wake up jab? How do I get a 2-frame jab? And he was like, what? I don't do that. That shit made me laugh for like a week. I was like, god damn it. I don't know. I think do you guys think that overall the Street Fighter what's the question I want to ask? What's the question I want to ask? You guys think the community has become like more negative over time? I feel like when Street Fighter V came out, the community was a lot less negative than it is now. I see a lot of negative shit all the time. Like I see a lot of people, you know, I just see negative shit. I think over time, like we had that whole meme about like, oh, Street Fighter V sucks, blah, blah, blah. It became like a thing, right? I think that affected everybody, right? I think that really affected everybody. Yeah. What's negative? Well, I mean, like, what is negative? Shit, cause I mean, I've been using words. I mean, I've used words like negative or toxic or stuff like that. I mean, we use words like that, but what do they even really mean? Like, what do we mean by that shit? You know, I think, I don't know. The best thing I got is like, oh, you know what I mean, right? Like negative shit. Like, I don't know, not stuff that is detrimental to the community's well-being, right? Like, for example, if it, all right, like I got a clip. I can show you a clip. I can show you a clip. This is one of my most popular clips. Hold up. Let me go to the clips. Let me show you this. All right, let's see. Video manager, content, clips of my channel, sort by views. Okay, let me open it up. Let me make it full screen. This is one of my most popular clips. Let me halt the music. All right. Anything that's meant to criticize or get down on a person, maybe. I don't. It's hard to define, right? It's hard to define. I guess it depends on the context, but this is one of my most popular clips, right?
Street Fighter 5 sucks.
That's one of my most popular clips, right? Like, that's not good, right? And stuff like that has, like, that's a big meme, right? Like, that's a big meme. When you say that, right? What is that? How many of us actually believe that, and how many of us are just trying to be jokes, right? Because this clip was taken in 2017. You know what I mean? Oh wait, no, was it? It was taken, yeah, March 22nd, 2017. And we're still kind of memeing on that, right? How many of us are like, okay, that's just a joke, haha, and then how many of us are like, oh, well, yeah, obviously, you know what I mean? Did you miss it? I just said Street Fighter 5 sucked. It was just like a thing. Here, I'll link it. I'll link it. This is the clip I'm talking about. This is a popular clip. Damn, I have a clip that has
Is this
24K views. Shout outs to the milk gang. I'm gonna link the milk clip just because. The exclamation milk. But really, I think how many, you know, how much per person do we even believe that, right? Because if Street Fighter 5 really does suck, that, I mean, what does that say to new players who want to come in? You know, how you treat the game, how you treat the people in the community that play the game, right? That kind of mentality spreads over a little bit to every other facet when we interact with each other. You know what I mean? I definitely feel like when I used to go to a lot more events, right? I don't really go to events anymore. But I used to go to a lot more events, and that was during Ultra Street Fighter 4 and then like the beginning of Street Fighter 5. And I think there's a profound difference. I really do think the community got a little bit more hostile, a little bit more ready to be nasty, negative, toxic, however you want to put it. I'm not sure exactly what happened. Maybe I don't know. I don't know what the cultural difference is, but I think it did happen. I mean, I could be tripping, right? I think Street Fighter 5 being bad as a meme definitely was like a big cultural effect. Man, yo, I'm sweating. It's mad hot. Yeah. But you see what I'm talking about, Eric, right? I think I know we drifted a little bit off it, but is my position a little bit more clear now, you think? I try my best to explain it. Try to explain it, man. Oh, I gotta do the yeah, you get it. I mean, does that change the way you think about it though? Like, did I convince you? Nah, I'm not really trying to convince you. I'm just curious. Right. Well, maybe I'm trying to convince you a little. I'm not gonna lie about it. I'm trying to convince you a little. Did I convince you? Where's the fighting chance?
This time the rank is
Yo, loot box, gambling. Man, I'm sweating. It's so hot in here. I might have to equip the emergency bandana. Should I? What do you get? Classic Dalsim? I already have the... No, I don't. Let me just spend my fight money. Wait. Can I get a stage?
Big brother, please take care of this.
Can I get this? Do I have enough? Oh, I do. I have mad fight money. Holy shit. What stage? What stage that I'm never gonna use should I get? Shit. Well, Flamenco Tavern is pretty lit. Spooky Arena. Field of Fate. Field of Fate's pretty cool, but this one's also really cool. I'm split. I don't know if I want Field of Fate, Sunchase Moon, or Flamenco Tavern. I think I might get Sunchase Moon. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, look at it. It looks so cool. The soundtrack on this stage is so cool. I might be able to get 2. Can I get 2? Oh, we're gonna get Field of Fate too. All right, we're in there. We got him. We double down. Fuck with that. Oh shit, I should buy some BGM, dude.
Thanks for your purchase.
Have you guys looked at these titles?
Ranking good.
Have you looked at these? Health is wealth. It's the same as you felt, kinda. You hold some value in your rank because you know you're working hard and improve, but you see why it's less legit. Yeah, I think. I mean, I just they could make it. They could make it better. Right now, it's just hard to tell. Like if you look at somebody's ranking, you don't really know how strong they are. Really, you just kind of look at their name and like, is this a known player? You know, or of course, like the people who are like number 10 through 1 are obviously really good, but once you get into the middle of the ladder, like what the ladder is supposed to do, it gets a lot more nebulous. Man, all right, look. That guy fucking gave up on me, dude. I didn't even get to play the fucking game. I'm actually mad salty. I'm gonna be real. He just gave up. Am I fitting to watch that replay? Am I salty enough to watch that replay? I can't believe that. Like, come on, man. It ruined my fucking experience, dude. I'm kind of tight about that. I can't believe it. He just fucking gave up. Why do people not want to play me? I get mad tight. Does a few games or the fact that people lost mean they don't have skill? No, I don't think so. Or, I mean, like, I don't think that means it doesn't. Because everybody has, like, hot streaks and low streaks, right? Everybody has hot streaks and low streaks. But I think it's about the average, right? The average. The overall average. And then the more stuff you have that will fuck with the average, the more water it gets. Yo, you get a sword? Hold up. Have you guys looked at these? I feel like these aren't prominent. Maybe it's just because I haven't turned off. Guard dog, footloose, arcade sticker, corrupt justice, Kagemusha. Yo, a Ken player with this. If you put Kagemusha on a Ken player, oof. Just gonna work. Yeah, dude. Let me tell you, some people just. I like to make jokes about it. I like to make jokes about it and stuff, but no joking around. I think as a player, my strongest attributes are pattern recognition and the skills involved in playing in the middle of the screen, like the neutral game, like my spacing, my timing, my ability to throw fireballs. Like I intentionally make patterns, mix the patterns up, stuff like that, right? So I think I'm very strong in those places as a player. I'm not the best player, but I'm pretty good at those things, right? And I think Street Fighter V as a game is designed to de-emphasize those things. So when a lot of people play against me, they get fucking tight because they get kind of exposed. Can I critique a replay? Hell yeah. I love replays. I love to pretend to be big brain and have analysis. But yeah, man, let me get the replay code. I'll have the whatever the. Let me get the replay. I'll try my best to analyze it. CFN, look it up. Okay. All right, I'm gonna look up this replay, and I need to go get a glass of water though, because I'm fucking dying. Spirited Fist. All right. Replay. Fighter. Which one? Ranked matches. Which one? It ain't 5, dude. Bro, I can't. I was trying to get a glass of water yesterday, and I sat down for like 3 extra hours. I definitely got to get a glass of water. Which replay should I look at? It doesn't matter. Anyone? Okay, let's do one with wins and loses. Let's do this one. Which one was first? This is 5. All right, let's do this one. All right. I'm gonna pause it, and then I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna just fill my cup up with some tap water, I guess. Dojo Chillville. Is that Xanathan's dojo?
Round
Or,
1.
no, that's not Xanathan's dojo. I don't know which one that is. All right. Okay. We're gonna analyze this replay in 1 to 2 minutes. I just got to get up and get a glass of water. I'll be right back. Oh, shout outs to everybody who's chilling. You guys are mad. I appreciate you guys. Stay chilling. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I got the water. All right, let's peep this Capcom Fighter Network replay. Which overlay should I use? This one? I'm not really gonna use my input display though. I'm not. Let's use this one to make it big screen. Hold on, let me make an adjustment. Okay, and we'll just turn this off. Actually, we can just actually bring this down. I'm gonna move it. Okay. All right. Key display, attack data. All right, let's just watch it and see what happens. Let's watch this and we'll just to see what happens. You're inconsistent. Okay. Confirm. Corner pressure. Hammer punch. 50-50 time. Oh, he misses meaty. Okay. Avoiding the activation station. Okay. Get away with a run.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh wow. Oh, you cornered him very early. Both times. Oh, time to guess. Time to guess for the game. Oh, guess wrong. Oh, ooh. Okay. Optimal combo. Optimal combo. Oh, 50-50 time. Red bar of courage has been activated. Oh, did you try to reversal again? Okay, we're out. But we're in. Okay. Red bar of courage is ready. He's gotta be careful. Okay. Okay.
Ken wins.
Alright. So is this yeah, okay. Let's watch it again.
Round 1.
So
Fight.
overall, right? G from one corner to the other. Yeah. What's up, J Wings? What's up, J Wings? What's good? I see you. I see you. What's good, man? So overall, the general. So just this first match, we didn't watch the other matches, but general things I always say is when I watch a replay, I always gotta ask, what is the game plan, right? Because in Street Fighter, there's a ton of shit you can do, right? And everything you do can be countered by something else. There's nothing that can't be countered, right? So the idea behind having like a game plan or like a something you're going for, like giving yourself a win condition or saying like, okay, this is the situation I'm trying to get into, right? That makes it so much easier to choose the correct things to do, given the context, things to do, right? Because if you just go into a match and you say, okay, I'm freestyling, I'm just gonna figure it out as it goes, that makes it really hard to figure out what you want to do, right? So your game plan could be like, okay, I want to land heavy kick, hurricane kick, and then do the Oki setup. Or it could be, I want to maintain a spacing where my fireball is safe to throw like an uppercut after. Or I want to, walk my opponent to the corner, right? Your game plan can be really almost anything you want. And a lot of it is going to be affected by the matchup you're playing and sometimes the player you're playing against, right? So whenever I see a replay, that's the number one thing I always try to look for and ask is like what the overall game plan is. And I think if you're saying like, okay, I feel inconsistent, like my results are inconsistent, what that says to me is that you have a few things you're probably really good at and that you know what to do. And you have a lot of situations where you know like what would be the optimal thing for you to do. And I don't just mean like optimal combos and stuff. I mean like optimal action for you to take, right? But if you're inconsistent, that might mean that like, okay, you don't really have thought out kind of pre-prepared game plans for the matches, you know? Try to win as quick as possible, right? Well, see, the thing is then what specifically are you trying to get? Like, are you trying to dash up to them to get plus frames? Are you trying to enable yourself to jump, right? Like, think of like a specific sequence you want to get, and that's going to help you figure your game plan out, right? It's going to help you make decisions, focusing on neutral more. But still, even then, right? You want to say like, okay, I want to be at a range where I can hit my stand medium kick, or I want to try to whiff punish his stand whatever, you know what I mean? Try to get the opponent to the corner. I would say if you feel a little inconsistent, maybe try to think of something specific, a specific situation you want to get into, right? Like, okay, I want to get them in the corner. That's my win condition. My win condition, right, is getting them in the corner. How can I go about that? Do I want to go about that by, I don't know, throwing light fireball, doing step kick to push them back? Do I want to try to walk them down to the corner very conservatively and hope that they walk backwards? Do I want to try to put a frame trap on them and then, you know, land a combo to the corner, right? Try to think of like, okay, this is the specific way I want to try to corner this guy. Now, that doesn't have to be your game plan for forever. Like, you don't have to just pick one thing and do that over forever. But if you start picking like, okay, this is my specific thing I want to do to get him to the corner, you'll be able to practice that one thing and it'll get more and more consistent, right? Like, you'll get better and better at that one thing. So then that becomes a strong tool in your set of tools that you can employ, you know? Try to get them not to think of jumps and then jump in. Right, you set up a tricky jump timing, right? Get them focused on the floor. Okay, so if you want to, say you want to jump at them, right? You want to jump at them. How are we going to get them to focus on the ground? Right, how can we go about that? Well, we could maybe throw fireballs at them, right? That's a really common one you see, actually. You see this all the time. People will throw fireballs at, especially if their opponent has a fireball back, right? They'll throw fireballs and then they'll jump, right? Because they get you focusing on like how to avoid the fireball, what you're gonna do. They get you focusing on the ground, and then they jump, right? That's something you could try. Are you gonna try to walk up and walk back and like feint or like pretend you're trying to whiff punish them and play footsies, then suddenly jump, right? Right? Neutral, right? So lots of buttons, right? Neutral is like a really big term, right? So buttons, right? So I guess you're trying to walk around and see if you can get them to like try to whiff punish you or poke you, right? Things like that. And then once you do that, right, you can do footsies 101, right? That actually leads into footsies 101, whereas you go up to the opponent's range where they can hit a button, then you walk back. If you can do that in the right way to encourage them to press that button, like say you walk up for this long and then you walk back, and then you do it again and you walk back, and you do it again and you walk back. You get them expecting you to do it, and you can determine when they're going to press that button. You can jump over it. You can jump over buttons like you can jump over a fireball, right? So that's actually a good way to get a jump going if your plan is to jump at the guy, right? So you see, as we start to look for more specific sequences, they start to build up together, and our choices of what to do become more obvious. And as the choices we want to make become more obvious, we have more control. And the more control we have over what we're doing in the match, the more consistent we're gonna get. Right? What up?
Let's go.
Yo, thanks for the subscription, man. I see you. Big appreciation. Respectable. Thank you. Okay, so we get the corner early. But yeah, that's what I mean by like sequences and game plans, right? The way to have consistent, replicable results in your matches and stuff is really to have a game plan, like set yourself a win condition, and then think of specifically how you want to do that, right? Like, okay, I want to get him to the corner. How can I get him to the corner? Well, I can jump at him to get pressure and push him back, right? Okay, well, how do I enable myself to jump? Well, I can walk back and forth. I can throw some fireballs, and then when I think they're focused on the ground game, I can sneak my jump in, right? And whether or not these things are like optimal or super efficient or whatever is kind of irrelevant. The main thing is that it's thought through, right? Because once you start thinking your strategy through, it gets a lot easier to replicate it. And like I was saying earlier, it depends on the matchup. Sometimes it depends on the player, if you're familiar with the player, right? Oops, that's not the button I want to press. So that's like the general thing I always start with everybody is like, what's your game plan, and what are the sequences that are going to build up to your win condition? Because Street Fighter is a strategy game. It's a real-time strategy game, and having a strategy or an idea of what, like a general idea of what you want to go for, is really important to making it easier to play. Because you can make infinity decisions. You can actually just make infinite decisions, and the only thing that's like right or wrong is just the context. All right. Okay. Well, so let's get into some specific stuff. Some specific stuff. That's a good confirm. Standing medium kick and a heavy hurricane. That's a really that's a good confirm. You want to do that. Here, he jumps out of the corner. Let me go back. How do you go back? LT? Which one is that? This one? Okay. And then we do RB. So he jumps out of the corner, right? Right here, it looks like you're going for a meaty after forward throw. You have to manually time that. It's pretty tricky. You'll see a lot of people will want to jump out of the corner, right? This is like the most popular strat to get out of the corner. I mean, everybody does it. Daigo does it, right? He's just like, just hold up. The risk reward is in your favor. Just hold up forward, right? To counteract this, right, when you're applying corner pressure, Ken has the cross cut, which is like, you know, advanced technique. It's pretty tricky to do, but you want to try to put yourself in a position where you can do a cross cut, or if cross cut is not something you want to do, you can back up a little bit more and be ready to anti-air people with crouch fierce or regular uppercut. Because when you have someone in the corner, they're caged in, right? They're caged in. They're not going anywhere. So you don't really need to rush too much, right? Yeah, and here it looks like you got caught off guard just because you went for a meaty that you missed, and it's hard to time a meaty after forward throw. You can do it, but it's just difficult, right? Okay. Quick tack, block, grab a Ruski. He messed up a thing there. Okay. See there, a situation like that. That is pretty much what you. How do I don't know. It's a spaceship up in here. I don't know how to work these controls. Okay. Here, right here, you see how you backed up just a tiny bit? That is like, if you're in that position, you can't they can't jump out, right? They have to deal with you from the corner. How do you deal with staggered pressure and tick grabs? Okay, so to answer that question, it's not a cop-out when it's just like, okay, you need to react. So staggered pressure, so the opponent is going to apply plus frames, and then they're going to move, right? They're either going to move forward, they're going to move backwards, right? Most of the time, right? Sometimes you see people do a manual delay frame trap. Like you can see Ken do stand jab, wait, stand fierce, right? That part of staggered pressure, you need to identify, you need to observe look at the opponent and identify when they're moving or when they put the gap in, right? So you just hold down back, right? For the first 2 or even 3 interactions, if you see like, okay, this guy's going for staggered pressure a lot, focus on observing and seeing when they open up, because a lot of people will do, like jab, like that. That is staggered pressure. You did frame trap into to run, which is actually a stagger, right? You want to look for when people are opening themselves up. So a lot of people will walk forward or dash forward. You need to react to when they do that movement, right? And you don't need to react with a button. You can, right? Like you can hit them out of it, but you can also move, right? You can react. There's 3 things you could do. You could choose to contest, which would be to hit a button or an attack. You could evade, which would be to like move away, jump up, jump over them, backdash, or you could just play defense via attrition. You could actually just choose to continue to sit there, right? So you don't, when someone is doing staggered pressure to you, like in the middle of the screen, you don't always need to interrupt them with a button, right? If anything, that's the hardest thing to do. Like Ken players do it all the time. They do jab, stand fierce, jab, stand roundhouse, jab, stand medium, wait, sweep, right? You can just move away, right? But the main thing is you want to identify when they open up that frame gap and then take your turn there. And it's actually really important not to always go for a button, right? Because if, say for example, you backdash away from them, now you're in a different situation. You have something to work with, right? If you're in the corner, honestly, you can V reversal. A lot of times, like say Idom right here is dealing with staggered pressure, right? Just had to deal with staggered pressure. In a situation like that, if you V reversal and it hits them, you're plus. Everybody will be +2. You get to take your turn back, right? Yeah, the trick is to try and observe, right? V reversal is probably the least risky option, because if it hits them, okay, -2, you push them back. You're gonna push them back pretty far, right? And if you hit them, now it's your turn. So what Ken use, I do this a lot. I V reverse people, and I'm +2. I just hit jab, down, medium punch, fireball, right? And if I'm +2, so they can't do anything, I push them away. I get a new situation. I get some breathing room, right? I think with Ken, his V triggers, they're pretty good, but he doesn't depend on them. Like you don't need them in the same way some other characters do. So you can V reversal a lot, right? You just don't know when to avoid. It's tricky. It depends on your power, your observation, right? Your pattern recognition. Now tick grabs. Tick grabs is the same thing, but it's a little bit easier to defend against tick grabs actually, because when your opponent tick grabs you, they need to be in throw range, and they need to do something that they can grab after. So the possibilities they have to set up a tick grab are actually lower. So it's easier to recognize when someone did a tick grab, is going to do a tick grab, than it is to deal with like their staggered pressure. But it's the same kind of concept. You're looking for the pattern, right? You're trying to observe the pattern, right? Like, okay, I saw them do this, and then they did that after. And you're just trying to link those things together, right? Backdash, yeah. If you're mid-screen, backdashing is not bad. Not a bad option, right? Especially if they touch you from far away and you just want to try to reset the situation. It is important, though, to consider your resources, right? So, if you're Ken, right, you have your resources, which is your health bar, your stun bar, your frame advantage, your V-trigger bar, your CA, the clock, the round count, and the space behind you to the wall. Right? This is important for making your decisions. Right? So, say for example, you have a full health bar and 1 V unit or whatever, right? Okay, pretty enticing to V reversal because you're not gonna really lose much. But if you have like no health bar and you're gonna V reversal, now it's like, oh well, I'm not gonna get my V trigger back, right? But anyway, my main thing is the space behind you sometimes isn't more important than your health bar, right? I think that's the space between you and the corner is more important than your health bar. So when you go to make a defensive action, it's important to consider, if I give up this space, is it permanently going to be gone? Sometimes it wouldn't be, right? Like some players will just let you walk forward to them, but some other players will just suppress you into the corner, right? So that's something to think about in general, is that the space behind you is often more important than your health bar. It's a guess on meaty, or they can go for tick or frame trap. Yeah, 50-50 engine, right? If you get knocked down, a lot of times the solution to those situations is to not get in them in the first place, which is just fucking difficult. Okay. This jump hurricane kick. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back. What is it? LT? Here we go. Okay. This jump hurricane kick. All right. So you see Kempi do this a lot, right? Chem players do this a little bit more often. This is a miss, but even if you hit this, you wouldn't be very plus. You see Kempi do this a lot, but actually you only get to be like +3 or 4. If you hit them really low, you can make it +6 at most. Generally, it's actually just better to jump at the opponent with a button unless you're trying to cross them up, right? This move is actually, when you see like Kempi do this move, this is a little bit of like a bad habit almost. It's actually suboptimal. Hurricane kick is good for avoiding some normals because it can put you behind the opponent and it can change your jump timing. But from far away like this, there's not really much difference in the jump arc between this and jump roundhouse, right? And if you hit jump roundhouse, you're going to be like double digits plus frames, which is really good compared to just being +3 or +6 if you get the lowest possible hurricane kick. I just like to point that out, that's actually it's most of the time, unless you're trying to cross them up, it's better to jump with a button. Okay. Confirm. That combo is a little bit suboptimal because you're in the corner, right? You get to do step kick combos. Okay, counter hit. This is an optimal combo. This combo is optimal. Okay. See, if I was in this situation, now I have like a boner for V reversals, but I would V reversal here, right here, because he pushed me all the way to the corner, right? At this opportunity, I would have tried to V reversal. I would be like, all right, push him away, because you're almost gonna get another unit, right? You're almost gonna get another one from blocking a little bit. So I would V reversal, and if it hit him, if the V reversal hits him, you get to do jab, down medium, fireball. And that pushes him way further away, right? I would not have tried to press a button here. I would have contested with the V reversal. Street Fighter 5 dashes are hard to deal with, but this is right here. Okay, so this is fucking hard to deal with, right? Because he just hit you, and when someone hits you, you're like, okay, I want to block, right? Because I'm not trying to get further comboed. But this dash is him giving up the game. This dash right here is actually him giving up the game. Dashing and jumping are essentially practically the same thing, right? There are nuances and differences, but this, if you had the crispiest reactions, he would be dead, because you would just do jab, jab, stand short, and he would die, right? Or you would do jab, 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 and he would die, right? It's not easy, but this is a big ass opportunity, and so it's always important to be ready for people to surprise dash, especially when their health is low, because dashes in Street Fighter 5 are fucking good, right? That right there was him giving up the game. Okay, here you do V reversal with 3 kicks, right? You wanna do with Ken. You wanna do V reversal with. Let me put the input display on. You wanna do V reversal. What happened to the game? Oh, there it goes. Okay. You wanna do V reversal with forward, jab, and 3 kicks. You wanna do forward, jab, and 3 kicks. Excuse me. Because if you do 3 kicks and this, you will get grabbed. If you press these buttons together, if you press all 3 of these buttons, you'll get grabbed. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna make it so that you don't whiff thunder kick, right? So if you're using you can do this on stick or pad, but you just press your 3 kick button and light punch and do this. This is gonna option select you between grab or thunder kick. The grab or V reversal. The reason you want a V reversal like this on Ken is because getting a whiff thunder kick from pressing 3 kicks forward is way worse than getting a whiff grab. A lot of the times when you V reversal, you might just accidentally grab them, right? So there's that little added silly benefit, but it's much harder to punish the whiff grab than it is to punish the whiff thunder kick. So when you V reversal, you want to option select it like this. You want to press your 3 kicks and your light punch button. Yeah, I actually have a whole ass video on that. Let me link that for the EX shill. Quick tip V reversal. Here we go. I have a whole ass video on this. Let me link it. The EX shill. This video talks about everything with V reversal. You can actually V reversal with any direction forward. You can also option select your DP and V reversal. It's kind of useful against some V trigger activations, like Dhalsim, stuff like that, Akuma. But the main thing with Ken is you want to do this to V reversal. You want to do this because it will prevent you from getting whiff thunder kick, and you'll get the grab. You can also generally, if someone is going to do a tick grab against you, this is really good too, because what you can do is a delay tech, right? You can delay tech with this, and if they have pressed another button to frame trap you, you'll V reversal it. But if they go for a grab, you will of course you'll tech the throw, right? I do this all the time. It works out great. Sometimes you will just get whiff throw though, like if they do nothing, but it's still better than getting the step kick. Because the step kick will fuck you. What happened to the gauges? There we go. Okay. Optimal combo. Let's see. Yeah, so this is the sequence where I would have tried to V reversal him right away. Cause look at the situation here, right? Like, if I V reversal, his bar is gonna go down. I'm gonna survive. I can take a command grab, right? My health is real high. All I need is one hit. So choosing to try to like delay the situations, choosing to try to stall for more time is a good option here, I think. So here I would have OS'd. Yeah. Okay. All right. So if we go back, it's hard to tell that he didn't cancel this. But this move you get to take your turn after, right? So you could have, if you wanted to, you could have EX Fireball to push him away. That's a great way to push people away from the corner is EX Fireball. You could have pressed stand medium kick to try to follow him, or you jump out. Another specific thing about Ken is his air EX Hurricane kick is actually a fucking trap. It seems enticing to do this for the mobility, but it's actually garbage. What you can do here is you can regular jump, cross up, regular Hurricane kick. Because what it'll do is it'll give you plus frames, it'll be evasive, and you won't deal with getting just straight punished. This move is a trap. It's a waste of an EX bar. It's slower than a regular jump. If you go and you count the frames that it takes for Ken to do jump, instant air EX Hurricane kick, and just a regular jump with a button at the end, is slower. So I do this sometimes. It's a bad habit. This move is a trap, right? Okay. Got the red bar of courage. There's another dash. Okay.
Ken wins.
Excuse me. All right, let's look at the next match. Exit replay. This is what this stream is, dude. We pretend to be big brain out here. I see you. I mean, hey, we can help each other. I love water. Holy shit, so good. All right. Let me get the mouse. I feel like I need the mouse. That's not it. This is it. Okay. Oh god. Taking a loss is probably better. To review? Not necessarily, I don't think. Well, I guess sometimes, but you can learn things from when you win too. Right? Like you can learn a lot from when you win too. Because you can see like, okay, this worked. These two things complement each other. This is what helped me win. If you only observe your losses, you never get to work on what you're strong at. You know what I mean? So I think that they both equally can help out. I think it feels more satisfying to analyze a loss because it's easier to find things to look at. But I think they can both help out. Okay. Let me go back. Okay. All right, this is hard to do, but this was a clean AA. He did the 99-second jump. Why people do this, I have no idea. Well, okay, so maybe you were gonna throw a fireball, but versus G, yeah. So that should have been AA. It's just them. That shit is hard to deal with. You just must DP. Sometimes you miss them. Okay. Oh, he followed you again. All right, this is another reaction thing right here. Boom, that's a full combo. That's down medium punch, target combo Tatsu. All right. Roundhouse. You see a lot of Ken players do this. Roundhouse. Roundhouse is good for when you think the opponent will walk forward into a button, you attempt to crush counter them, right? In this situation, I would prefer to go for the fireball. Right? You're far enough away where the fireball is not going to be punishably minus. He doesn't have any EX bar or anything like that. Here, even if you touch him with roundhouse, you're not really going to get that much benefit, right? I think roundhouse is better when people are trying to walk in real deep and press their buttons. Okay, big jump in. Hurricane kick. Meaty opportunity. Oh, okay, we missed it. Okay, all right, that's what you want to see. Right here. This is confirmed city. Look, he's -5, -4, -3. Bagoosh gets confirmed. Projectiles are good. It's hard to throw fireball versus G. It's hard to throw fireballs versus a lot of characters, but I think it's necessary. You have to challenge the opponent a lot of the times, right? You got to play against the other guy. Because say you throw a fireball and he absorbs it. It sucks, but it's not the end of the world. But if you never throw a fireball, if you never take that advantage, try to take that possible advantage, right? Because his fireball is super vital to his gameplay, right? If you never do it, you might end up in a situation where you're missing out on something, right? Because you're playing against another guy. So if you say, all right, what are you going to do about this? What are you going to do about it? Right? Then you start to play against them and abuse them, right? Like how whenever he dashes at you or jumps at you, what he's saying is, what are you going to do about this? Right? Because obviously it's minus. It's super dangerous, but it's like, what are you going to do about it? I think you have to do that. Not excessively, but it is important to do that sometimes. And when you throw fireball in this game, that's pretty much a lot of situations. That's when you're doing that. It's like, well, what are you going to do about this? What are you going to do about it? Challenge him. So I don't disagree with throwing fireballs. You get a nice little bit of chip damage too, which is good. Hurricane kick. Okay, a little bit of frame trap. Crush counter. Dizzy City. Okay. And at the end of that round, a small optimization you can do is to go for back throw. If you know that your back throw is going to kill somebody, you want to use back throw because it builds the most meter. Back throw builds up the most bar. That's just a small optimization. Okay, scramble. Alright, rise. EX. Another specific thing there is if you land a jump hard kick, you get a more damaging combo. But if for some reason you happen to land EX hurricane kick, you get to do back medium punch on whiff, back hard punch, heavy hurricane kick. You actually whiff the first part of your target combo and it juggles into heavy hurricane kick. Yeah, you get to do more damage. You could have did like 50 more damage right there. But generally again right here, if you had just jumped in with a hard kick, it would have been fat. You could reset, but think about the reward of the reset, right? You see a lot of chem players that like to do EX into reset. Okay, so the advantage of the reset is that you get a tricky mix-up that includes left or right, hit or grab, right? but it's not necessarily super guaranteed because you leave time for your opponent to react, right? It's basically the same thing as getting a meaty attack because Ken gets Oki off of almost all of his knockdowns. So if you went for a target combo into Hurricane Kick, it doesn't matter if you did this into the whiff target combo Hurricane Kick or if you did stand hard kick into, jump hard kick into target combo to Hurricane Kick. You get the same mix-up. Well, you don't get the left-right, but you still get the hit or grab, low or mid, right? And it's pretty much just as potent. So if you go for the reset, all you're doing is sacrificing the damage you would get from a normal combo. Because when you knock them down, Ken's Oki is so good that you get to mix them. And you might think like, oh, well, what if they mix up between back rise and quick rise? Won't that mess my Oki up? No, not really, because Ken gets to reactively act to back rise. It's fucking difficult, right? Like, I'm not gonna say it's easy, but theoretically you get to always meaty them, right? So there's, on paper, going for the reset is never actually really that good because you get just as potent a mix up from the meaty attack, right? Okay. Big throw. Big jump. Big counter hit. Good corner combo. Okay. Let's look at this sequence here, right? Let's go back. Look at this sequence. Okay. Crouch short, not bad. Stand short, right? Now we're -1. Yeah, and then we go for down. He could have the reason I point this out is because his V bar is full. The red bar of courage is thrumming in all of its might, right? You know, all right, whatever. You go for stand short, steal your turn back. Can work, right? But this sequence, crouch short, not bad for clipping people low, right? Crouch short, stand short, you can get people low. But if he's in the corner, what reason is there for him to stand up? He can't walk backwards, right? He can't walk backwards. And if his red bar is full, oh, you know he wants to press a button to activate, right? Everybody wants that. So in this situation, I think a more optimal decision to make would be to go for, like, if you say for if you still wanted to go low, you could do like crouch short, crouch jab, crouch medium punch, right? And that gives you more of a mix-up, right? Because the mix-up doesn't end when he wakes up. Every time you get plus frames, depending on your distance, there's a mix-up between grab, right? You could have did crouch short, grab, or crouch medium, a crouch light punch. Then you could have did crouch short, mix up, crouch light punch, or grab, or crouch medium punch, right? You see, you could stop at any point during that block string and continue with the mix. And look at what he's pressing. Let me take the camera off. Look, you're -1 and he's pressing jab. It just so happened. It just so happened that you got lucky. He didn't jab you. Look. Oh shit, the camera's in the way again. Look, he pressed down jab. Right there. He pressed down jab right here. That minus mix up was risky, right? And you had in that situation, I would have been no minus frames at all because I'm not trying to get robbed, right? You're not trying to get robbed. Oh, also, what's up, Rubes? I see you, man. What's good? So that's just another optimization, something to think about. Oh, surprise EX. The red bar of courage is on, dude. Okay. Oh, okay. Try to get out. Try to DP maybe. Maybe EXDP attempt? Okay, big grab. Alright, he gets the meaty. Good combination. Try to jump out again. Here, I'm saying V reversals. I think V reversal is a good option. Because look at your bar, right? Okay, so let's go back. Here, even though you took the command grab, right? You have more health than him still. Right? You're up around, right? So you can kind of risk it. You're about to have super. I would just try to V reversal him because his bar is gonna run out. Especially if you hit him with V reversal, you get to plus frame, right? You get to plus frame him. So in this situation, I'm looking for V reversals all day. And if he command grabs you through V reversal, he has to specifically be looking for that and do the grab a little bit preemptively to stop you from V reversaling, right? So that just negates all of his block strings. Oh, Chansu. It gets scrambly here. Okay. Ah, another DP. Just gets wrong. Okay, wake up grab. Oh, what? So, when you... I don't know what that activation attempts was exactly, but you see Ken players a lot. They'll activate off of stand roundhouse, or they'll activate off of down medium punch. Right? It got lag. I would just to say, when you were playing Ken, the best way to activate, no matter what, is off of Fireball. Yeah, you want a regular or EX Fireball because you get plus 21 or plus 24. Right? Yeah, you want an EX Fireball. And if you EX Fireball, you get a mix-up between low, overhead, grab, or mid. You get a true mix-up. Okay. Walk a block. Not bad. Push into the corner. Okay. EX. Okay. Wake up, light hurricane kick. Right. So this here, maybe a little bit panic. Maybe a little bit of panic, right? Look at the distance, right? This is a deal with observation to contest dash attack, right? But I know you know that if he dashes at you, he's mad minus. You don't have to preemptively do it. You can always react, right? Furthermore, right? Let's think this through. If you land hurricane kick, what do you get? Heavy uppercut if you were deep, right? But if you land jab, or if you land down medium punch, or if you land back medium punch, you get a whole ass combo into Oki. So if you're trying to contest a dash, right, it is always just straight up better to go for a jab, right? No. His special, right? But the hurricane kick is not going to defeat that anyway, right? The hurricane kick is not going to defeat that, right? So if you're trying to stop the opponent from coming towards you, it's better to do jab, right? And you know that you have time to react. It's hard, but you do have time to react there, right? If you do, if he had meaty EX, right? If you do a jab, it'll still lose, right? The hurricane kick will still lose. So if you're thinking that they're gonna come up with a dash afterwards, it's always more optimal to confirm into a combo, right? And if you have time to react and you see him EX, you could do DP EX, right? Which will beat the meaty attack. You see what I'm saying? Wake up hurricane kick doesn't really offer you much. Okay. Punish. That's a punish. Neutral. Okay, I think he threw too early. Okay, another EX. Mix. I don't know how I feel about that EX. Okay, big. That sucks for him. What is this hurricane kick for? Right. It looks like you start taking a lot of way more risky actions. The main difference between this game and the last one that I noticed is that you're doing way more stuff that will just get punished if it doesn't work out. In the first game, you were very safe in the things you did. Of course, you did jump, right? And you've been jumping here too. But it's been working. That's like the riskiest thing. But here you're doing like light hurricane kick followed by conservative is the word I'm looking for, I guess, right? Heavy hurricane kick, right? And you've been telling me that like, okay, I'm doing a little bit more predictive stuff, right? You were saying, okay, I wanted to preemptively stuff his attack when he came in, right? That's the idea behind your actions, I guess. If we think about that, like, do we need to change? Do we need to be more preemptive? Not necessarily, right? I think you upped the pace at which you were taking the decisions a little bit when you didn't need to. And like I've been saying the whole time, I'm not gonna say that's easy not to do, but I think that's just what I noticed. Okay. Oh, anti-air. Not a bad backdash. Punish. Okay, not a bad punish. Oh, guess for game. Oh, so technically you die when you when he blocked that overhead, but he got you with the old Rusarooski. Yeah, I think yeah, I think the main thing I noticed there is like you started to go faster. Then you started to do more things in succession. And it's kind of like, okay, well, why are we doing things in succession, right? Why are we doing more things in succession? This happens to me a lot too, right? How I feel? Pretty good. I'm all right. I'm chilling. How you feeling, fam? If I got the virus, it's mild. If I got the virus, it's real mild. Don't worry though. I'm not going anywhere, so you can't get it through the screen, or can you? Definitely sweating in this hoodie though. Yeah, it's tough. It's kind of like, yeah, I'm in New Jersey. It's why did we mix it up? You know what I mean? Why did we mix up when we were taking actions? Could look at the replay again and see like this match you get grabbed a lot. This is the one with the grabs you were talking about. Oh, let me turn the inputs on. That's that dash. I always see you see me talk about this. I'm like, the fucking dash. I never do a good job of reacting to dash, but we gotta react to those because that dash. That right dash? This right here? Where's the dash? Where's the dash? Oh, this right here? This is 270 some damage. Right? This is 200 and some damage. This has got to get reacted to. It's hard, but every single one of these is his life, right? Okay. Ooh, meaty. Try to jump a lot. In the first game, I think you blocked a little bit more. You seem to be trying to evade a lot now, right? Ooh. Okay. In these situations, I think maybe you're trying to move because if you're just blocking, maybe you don't have a follow-up, right? Like, okay, so you're more comfortable when you guys are spread apart. You don't really be close because what are you going to do when he's frame trapping you, right? Maybe you don't have a follow-up. I think if I was playing right here, my follow-up is the V reversal then. Because you get to get plus frames, right? You get to B plus. I would definitely V reversal way more, right? Okay, jumps. Get kenned. All right, more jumps. Riskies. Oh, okay, punish. Could have been better. But you know, that EX again, I really think that EX is a trap. It's just better to do an attack. See, this is like the last match where you're action, then action, then action, right? Are you trying to overwhelm him, right? I think something happened. Something happened where you went from playing very safely to just being like, go, 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 go. Like, you're going so fast. And I think the scrambles are catching you off guard, right? Like that. Like what does that do? You know what I mean? It just gets you -2. Right. And you know, and it seems like you don't want to be close to where he can frame trap you, because you're always trying to evade, right? You've been evading a lot. So you don't want to be close, but you're taking rapid actions that get you close and minus, right? Like if you hurricane kick him, you put yourself in a situation that you've been trying so hard to avoid by scrambling around, right? Okay, combo. All right. Oh, fierce. See, this is minus. A lot. You see Ken players do this all the time. I'm not a fan of this. Stagger into fierce. So the mix-up here, is, am I going to tick grab you, or am I going to frame trap you with a crush counter, right? So for this to work, right? Yeah, you need to establish the threat of the grab. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't particularly remember you using too much grab. You did grab him a few times in the first games, but you never really did multiple grabs in a row, or like a lot of grabs, or a lot of tick grabs specifically after crouching light punch, right? So to do a crush counter, right here, this is preemptive also, by the way. It's not like you did it and then waited, because you can whiff punish the throw. It's quite slow, right? Especially if you're ready. Like if you plan to shimmy him, you have no problem with punishing the throw, right? This is preemptive crush counter. For this to work in the first place, we need to have set it up, right? Because this is level 2 of a mix-up, right? We can't get to level 2 unless we have established level 1 first. And this just puts you at -3, right? So to me, this looks like you had a good opportunity to pressure him with like frame traps. You even have EX. Your V trigger is on, so you get the fat +3 EX fireball, right? And this seems like you gave up the opportunity. So now he gets to take his turn back. You get pushed really far away. Hurricane kick again. It just makes you minus, right? Like you could have done anything to be plus, but you just put yourself in a situation that you were fighting really hard to get out of, right? And I mean, if you want to overwhelm the opponent, that's one thing, but it's really important to choose things that firstly are advantageous and secondly go together, right? The only thing that goes after after heavy hurricane kick in V-trigger mode is, am I going to delay tech or am I going to EX uppercut? You get a -2 mix-up. -2 mix-ups are a thing, but they're generally pretty fucking weak. So it's not really that useful to go for that heavy hurricane kick. That heavy hurricane kick doesn't do anything for you. It just gets you close and minus. If anything, when they block the heavy hurricane kick, it's good for them, right? And you take a super big risk because this is a fireball. So if he had the matchup knowledge, he could just react with V trigger here. He could just, or V skill. He could just press 2 buttons and negate your fireball and get the fattest punish on top of you, right? So that's actually just good for the opponent, if you go for heavy hurricane kick in V-trigger mode, right? You might think like, oh, well, what if I want to go over a fireball? Just a hypothetical about using heavy hurricane kick. It's still better just to jump. You get way more damage, right? Because you get to do run, light DP, EX. Okay. Okay, we're jumping. EX there. Oh, big anti-air. That was his life. That was his life. If you did heavy hurricane, I mean, if you did heavy DP, he might be dead. That was his life. Okay. Oh, that was his life again. That dash. Okay, riskies. You can jump, definitely, but you gotta be like, all right, what are the chances of me hitting this versus the chances of me like getting hit out? Because you gotta look at your resource, right? I think. Yeah, it did. Because you can definitely spend your health to try stuff. Like you can pay health to try strategies, right? So I don't, because jumping has been working out for you, right? So it's not inherently bad, even though everything is risky, and jumping is quite risky, right? It's not inherently bad. You just have to choose the right time, I think. Okay. Ooh, more jumps. Yeah, again, action then action, right? Chillin'. You trying to surprise attack him. This is where it looks even like we were talking about game plans earlier. This looks like you don't have any sequences that build up into what you want to do. Because every action you take is super risky, whether it works out or not, right? It has a big negative consequence, possibly. And it looks like you're throwing the wall, like throwing paint against the wall to see what sticks, right? So this is where I would be like, okay, try to take a quick second and just be like, okay, what is my game plan? What is my win condition? What do I want to do, right? Because once you start freestyling, it gets hard. It gets prohibitively difficult. Okay, we scrambling. His life. Okay. Yeah, almost everything you're doing seems to be like, all right, I want to surprise him and just convert off of it. I would not be surprised if you took a dash or a jump here. Okay, yeah. All right, we're trying to get him. Give us your Urian. Ugh, glue stick ass Urian players. See, Chem players get a bad rap, but Urian players are actually the worst. All right. He's got the red bar of courage. V reversal. Not bad. I don't disagree. It can be risky to V reversal people when they activate, but not bad. Okay. Oh. All right. Okay. Oh, his life. You could have smashed him. Oh, his life. Okay. Oh, nice. That's what you want to do. Check them dashes.
Final round. Fight.
Okay, he's got more bar. Hadouken. Alright. EX. Okay. Big jumps. No confirms. Yeah, it looks like you're really just like, all right, go. Sometimes it happens like that. Sometimes you just speed up. It's important to be like, all right, calm down. Even if you're going fast, you still want to be calm and in control, right? Because now you're maximum Ken. You're Kenning him right now. He's getting Kenned as fuck. Good combo. He definitely got Ken. If your plan is to overwhelm him, not a bad plan. But you definitely did it kind of inoptimally, right? Like you can ken people, you can ken people, and still be safe, right? Like you have sequences that will add up to somebody getting kenned. Unga bunga, that's exactly what I mean. The Satsui no Unga, right? Because there you did jump fears, didn't confirm it, jump over, didn't confirm it, jump back hard punch, right? And what that says is like, okay, you're just trying to overwhelm him on the first step, but after you hit him, you're not coming with the follow-up, right? You're not coming with the follow-up. So that just seems like you didn't really like you're not pushing towards your end goal. You know, when we talked about earlier, how you want to have your end goal, your win condition. It was like you didn't push towards the end goal. You were just on the first part, right? I guess a good example of like if you watch somebody get rushed the fuck down, right? You can look at Ceroblast, right? Because Ceroblast overwhelms people. But if you watch him play, the actions he takes, most of the time, I would say 70% of the time, they flow into each other, right? So like, he'll jump, get a combo, goes for the meaty, right? Gets another combo, leads to another meaty, or it leads to a setup. Or, for example, he'll walk back and forth, and then suddenly dash, right? He does things that complement each other, and he always pushes towards a certain situation in his matches. In that match, it seemed like you were just on the first part. And the difference between the first one and the second two is that you start to speed up a lot. And then there was just some specific stuff like anti-air, timing, checking dashes, optimization of combos and stuff. Now let me be on the real, right? There's nothing wrong with choosing to dark Unga people. No matter how much shit I talk about Ken players or doing the Satsui no Unga, that's actually just a choice you can make. There's nothing wrong with doing that, right? There's just like the strong way to go about it or the way that gets you hit. And it's not always the same. It's given the context. The main thing is the process. You see, if you watch enough Street Fighter, you can see the process people go through. Like, oh, these situations complement each other. This is what makes this strong. Even if your strategy is based on jumping or dashing or something like that, there are things you can do to make it strong. I don't know. Is there anything else specific you think that we can like look at in that replay or those replays, or anything that you think was important in those replays that I might have missed or something like that? Excuse me. Yeah, it's hard, right? It's hard to identify stuff. I hope I was able to point some interesting things out. I hope I helped. One of the things I always try to do when I feel like plateaued or lost in like I don't know what to work on in my Street Fighter, I try to think about what I'm good at, because it's way easier to find traction about what you already know than it is to find out what you don't know. You know what I mean? So I go, okay, what do I think I'm good at? And then I try to get it. Then I try to think like, okay, well, how can I make this better? You know what I mean? And that usually leads to something, and then I get a grip, and then I can start working on stuff. I haven't tried to like, I'll be real, I gotta be honest, I haven't tried to like get good myself or like be hyper competitive, even though it seems like I'm a little competitive. I haven't tried to like improve myself in Street Fighter in a really long time, like a couple years. I feel that's kind of embarrassing to admit, but I really haven't given it the good honest try. I don't know, something about Street Fighter 5 doesn't move me, man. Doesn't move me in the same way. Dude, it's so hot in here. I'm dying of the heat. I'm just sweating. It's emergency bandana time. You don't know. I got reserves. I have emergency bandana. Hold on. Oh, all right. Ugh. I got one. You ever seen a grown man put one of these on? It's so hot. All right, impromptu tutorial. First, fold it in a triangle. Wrap up. First, you take your glasses off. Secondly, triangle. Wrap. Tie, but don't knot. Tips. Pull up. Behind the head. Tie it over. So you put this point in the knot. Tie that. Knot's complete. Take this point. Spin it. Spin it. Get it to the chin. Bring it to the side. And then you roll it up. Roll it up. Just keep rolling. Till you get it as high as you want it. Put the glasses back on. This is how you put on a bandana. So when you put on your motorcycle helmet, the bandana doesn't come off. Ugh. Shout out to two-wheeled locomotive. You only really just started. Respect that. I respect that. I respect being sporting. We out here, improvement boys. Man, I'm baking. It is. How did it get so hot? The sun. It is nice out today. It's fucking nuclear degrees out. Is it becoming summertime? What month is it? My watch doesn't say the month. I don't know why I'm looking at it. Only just hit the Dimundo 3. I think I don't know. So a lot of Street Fighter players are autodidacts. Where anybody who has like any skill in Street Fighter is self-taught. There's not a lot of resources. And we don't really have a culture of helping each other out. I would like to be one of the many people who works to change that. I really do. Not only do I want good resources to be out there, but I also want to like do shit that we can all work together with and learn from. Huh. Shit. What time is it? 4:15? Got another hour. Do we switch to another game? I don't know if I'm feeling it. I kind of don't want to play online. I don't want to play online after those shenanigans. Should I put that match that guy giving up on me on Twitter? You think that would be cruel and unusual? Yo, no problem, man. That's what it's about. We can help each other. I see you, man. I see you. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the replay too. I hope you were able to get some usage out of it. Good luck and Godspeed, my friend. Are you gonna stream it? Are you gonna stream it? Excuse me. Yeah, man, good luck. I see you. Oof, I'm sweating. I think I need to fill this water back up. Take a short break. Rush G has a Rush G has a compilation of good videos on how to punish characters. Yeah, Rush puts out a lot of stuff. He puts out a lot of stuff. He's underappreciated, I think. Underappreciated. Shoutouts to Rush. Shoutouts to all the FGC content creators. They get underappreciated on the real. We need more of them. We need to encourage them. Say like, hey, dude, your shit is mad good. Make more of it. The FGC has like low quality content. All of our content sucks. My content sucks. We need to like get with the content creators and like, hey man, this is good. Make something better next time. Every video you make is better and better and better. Keep doing it. Gotta give respect to them. Man, I'm baking. Be chilling. Capcom doesn't help a lot. Train against people. Yeah, online training mode, right? That would be useful. It's useful to have somebody able to work a situation out with you in the, you know, frame data in the game too late. The frame data is weird. You can't even read it. I wish it just said it on the move list. You know? Like, why when you open up the move list, it just doesn't have the frame data next to the move? All right. I would like to see that. That would be really cool. Man, it's hot. All right. I think today, I might stream later tonight. I don't know. I'm gonna have to see what I'm gonna do. But I think for today that's it for the stream. It's so hot. Yo, thanks for hanging out, y'all. Y'all are awesome. I really appreciate you guys a lot. Just stay cool. Y'all is mad chillin'. I suppose I should say stay inside. Don't go nowhere. Don't lick handrails. You know? Yeah. Thanks for hanging out. You guys are awesome. You can see on the screen, I stream Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, 1 to 5. Sometimes we're long. Sometimes we're a little bit short. We're always chilling. Play a lot of fighting games, but I'm thinking about mixing it up all the time. You know how it is. Try to be educational and analytical. But yeah. Thanks for hanging out. You guys are awesome. Really appreciate you. I'll catch you maybe later, maybe on Wednesday. Stay chilling.